Hey,
All right, cool.
welcome to the Whiskey Warehouse podcast. Nick, tell them what we're doing today, pal.
Today we are doing a barrel proof. Sorry for the shitty audio, but we are new at this and shit happens. So we are doing the Elijah Craig barrel proof. Are we doing the 20 or the C9 120, whatever?
I only have C920.
Well, I only have the A120, so we can compare the two.
Yes, and I actually had that pulled up earlier where it had your tasting notes. Let me see here. Because I was like, oh, I wonder how this is, like, or how it works or whatever. So let's see here. Barrel proof. Explore barrel proof. So check this out, Nick. Are you in the stream?
Hold on.
You can go back in time on this.
For you guys listening, we're on Discord recording our podcast. So you want to join it, go ahead and join. Just search Whiskey Warehouse. You can watch us do the podcast live. Well, listen to us and chat about whiskey.
Yep.
Watch stream. Okay.
All right, check this out. We can go all the way back, and it'll tell you the proofs and stuff like that.
So the first one was in 2013.
Yeah, it looks like it. September 2013. Oh no, yeah, no, March 2013. 313.
Oh, okay.
At 134.2. And then 713 at 137. Jesus, that's hot. And then 133 is the September release.
That's even harder than
137.
The A120. Damn. 140.
140 in September 2014.
Jeez. God.
Wow.
That's insane.
That is ridiculous. I bet that thing was straight fire.
Oh, man.
All right, let's keep moving. The high for this one was 139, which is pretty high still. 139.4 for the next year in 2016. 2017 was the 131.
Pretty intense.
Yeah, well, we've had this one, the C917. I have that.
Yeah.
So
right.
That thing is delicious.
It is good.
The high for this one was 133 in May of 2018. 2019's high was 136.8 in September of 2019. 136.6 in January, and I think this is the one you're drinking, right? The 136.6.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I am having 132.8.
I'm warming up my palate with some just regular Elijah Craig right now.
Hey, listen to this. Catch that?
Yeah, I did, actually.
Did you? Oh, yeah. I just turned off my noise suppression, so you should be able to hear everything I'm doing real quick.
Next time we do this podcast, I'm going to look up and see how to fix that, because that's stupid, dude.
Did you hear me pour it in there?
I heard the pop, and you putting it back in here. I didn't really hear the pour.
Okay. Well, I tried. So Elijah Craig. Here's what we've got to look at, Nick. The background on this. He was born November 15th, 1738, and died May 18th, 1808. Baptist preacher in Virginia who became an educator and capitalist entrepreneur in the area of Virginia. Later became the state of Kentucky. Jesus, Virginia must have been like huge, dude.
Virginia, Kentucky, and like all the states are surrounding it were like huge whiskey makers back in the day, dude. But all that shit was like unaged, so it tastes like crap.
So what it's saying though is that Virginia used to be Kentucky.
Right, yeah.
Like Kentucky was part of Virginia.
Divided into yeah.
West Virginia, and Kentucky. Like that is wild. Think about how deep that state was.
Yeah, it was
It
a
would have been
huge
like
state.
California big.
I don't know about that big. It probably would have been like the size of, like, I don't know, Kansas or something.
No,
Colorado. I
I
don't
don't know,
know.
because Kentucky is pretty long,
It
and
is.
Virginia is pretty long as well, and then West Virginia is a pretty small state. I
It
don't
is.
know. That's a lot of that's a lot of ground to cover. Uh, rather dubiously been credited with the invention of bourbon whiskey, so that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, he's nicknamed the Bourbon Godfather or something, right? The Godfather of
The
Bourbon,
father of the father of bourbon, my friend.
the father of Bourbon. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's just you can't prove anything. It's just I think it's just it kind of happened. We're looking at his Wikipedia
I'm
page
trying
right
to
now
like
on our Discord. For you guys wondering, we do not come prepared.
I'm trying to figure out like yeah, no. I mean, I'm trying to figure out exactly what the hell is
This is
happening.
pretty nice,
The
though.
location later became part of Woodford County in 1789 and then Scott County in 1792. Wild,
Okay.
dude. Uh, it was never in Bourbon country or Bourbon County, as some have claimed. Uh, so Bourbon County was named after Gilbert du Montier, Marquis de
A
Lafayette,
Frenchman.
a French aristocrat of the House of Bourbon, Royal House of
Yep.
Bourbon. So kind of cool. Didn't
I've
know any
heard
of that. So we're learning something new.
yeah, there's a podcast called Whiskey Lore and told his, a whole episode on his story and how, like, where did the name Bourbon come from? And there's, like, lots of different things, like Bourbon Street and that Frenchman is, like, the prime theory and Bourbon County and all that stuff.
That's so interesting. What was this called? I'll
There's
have to
so
watch
much
it.
Whiskey Lore.
Whiskey Lore. Where did you
Yeah,
watch that at? Was it on like Hulu or
it was
Netflix?
on, no, it's a podcast. It's on Spotify.
Okay, well, we'll have to check that out. I didn't know about this.
It's definitely interesting. It's definitely history based, like all history. So, I mean, I watch it sometimes because sometimes, like, all that history can get a little much. But he explores bourbon, Scotch, Irish whiskey, everything whiskey related. It's pretty cool.
Interesting. Nick,
Little shout out.
I do not think that we will see Elijah Craig much longer in the name
Why do you say that?
because Craig, listen to this part about his death. Craig continued to prosper, eventually owning more than 4,000 acres. That's a lot. And enough slaves to
Mm-hmm.
cultivate it. Slave owner. Operating retail store in
Right.
Frankfurt. So that's going to be the issue I could see with
Well,
like the woke
they
crowd
can't
would be
cancel everybody,
this
man. I
guy
mean, come on.
Nick. It's I mean it's happening, but it is what it is. But I could totally see Heaven Hill being like, well, we have to right a wrong. Although Jack Daniels owned
Yeah,
slaves
I was about
as
to mention
well,
that.
it would be interesting to see where this goes in the next like 20 years to see if Elijah Craig and Jack Daniels stay as like a namesake or if it becomes like a hey, we're gonna cancel this and maybe like JD and EC or something like that, and
I
literally
don't think
just
it's
get
going
rid
to
of the
get that
names
bad.
and leave like a moniker or something like that. You never
I
know,
don't think it's
man.
going to get
I
that
mean, you
bad.
really don't.
I mean,
How did he die
possibly
here? Let's see.
Possibly Elijah Craig, but Jack Daniels is too big of a name. They would never like rebrand. They'd fight that to the end.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure this out here because it said that he just died. Like, okay, so
Yeah,
what happened? Like,
his death was kind of a mystery.
I bet that he probably like drank too much and it just like ate its way through his liver and his stomach or something like that. Like, it is what it is, and we all expect it with like if you drink a lot, which I would imagine if you're being credited as the father of bourbon and you're like selling whiskeys and stuff like that,
Yeah,
probably a pretty big drinker.
And the stuff, I mean, some of the stuff you probably don't know what's in it either. It's not 100% safe like it is now.
No
That was
historical
before the
evidence that
Bourbon
indicates.
Bond Act.
You see this here?
What's that?
No historical evidence indicates that Craig's whiskey was unique in its time, nor that he practiced charring the aging of barrels or whatever. The first known publication potentially alluding to Craig's bourbon as Craig as bourbon's inventor was in 1874. Brief entry in a densely packed list without mentioning Craig himself or providing any documentation of the claim. So they can put it on there, I guess, and there's no way to like disprove it, but there's no way to prove it either.
Right, it goes both ways. That's with anything in like whiskey and history, pretty much.
All right, Nick, we will do yours first. We'll talk about it here.
You know what's funny? I'm gonna go
you
finish
see-
up my regular Elijah Craig
hold
store
on.
pick right here.
Okay.
What's up?
So I have pulled up on breakingbourbon.com. This is my favorite website to look at reviews and to get information from. Because they always kind of put everything out there.
They do. They do a lot of work.
Elijah Craig's mash. Yeah, they're awesome. Elijah Craig's mash bill, 78% corn, 12% malted barley, and 10% rye. And MSRP, $65.
Yep. And 12 years old.
Yep. Distillery is Heaven Hill, which I'm pretty sure most people are familiar with. If you're not, Heaven Hill has like a multitude of products. And we can look all those up if we want to really get into talking about Elijah Craig, because they have Evan Williams, everything.
Larceny, haven't heard of Elijah Craig. They're really one of the big wigs of the bourbon country. Them.
Here we go.
Wild Turkey, Maker's Mark. There's a couple other ones. But Heaven Hill, I think, has like one of the best lines. Like all their bourbons, I think the master distiller said that like 90% of their bourbons are like under $30.
That's pretty good
which
deal.
Which is awesome. Yeah.
Okay. You ready? I'm going to go through the list, Nick.
Mckenna happens. Okay.
Yeah, right here. You want to read the first four?
All right. First, we have the Heaven Hill Bottled Bond, which is I think it's age 6 years. And I still have yet to try this. It's only like $10 a bottle, dude. And then we have one of my personal favorites. You have?
Yeah, it was good.
That's good. And the next we have Henry Mckenna Single Barrel, which is a bottled bond as well. One of my personal favorites. When it was released, it was first like at $30 now. Sky's the limit, kind of, but around Cincinnati area, you can find it for around $50. And then we have Bernheim Original Wheat Whiskey, age 7 years. And then Rittenhouse Rye, bottled bond.
I've heard so much good stuff about Rittenhouse.
I have that. I actually have that. So
we'll have to try that. We'll have to do the review.
Yeah. I tried it when I first got it. I completely forget what it was about.
I will do the next four.
Go for it.
We have Larceny Kentucky Straight Bourbon, which is their signature wheated whiskey. Crafted after Stitzel Weller's. Basically, it's supposed to be a Weller product or whatever, like a comparison to Weller.
Yeah.
Larceny Barrel Proof, which is, I mean, in itself is the name says it all. Old Fitzgerald Bottled and Bond Decanter Series. This is supposed to be the one.
I want it.
Like the
gimme.
They have this like all the way up to 15 years or something like that. Maybe more.
They do. I think it's 15.
Parker. Yeah, dude. I mean, I think it goes way up. I don't know exactly where it's at. I'm sure it'll show.
I know it's at least 8.
But Parker's Heritage, I have never. Have we tried Parker's Heritage?
No, I feel like we have not.
Maybe we.
I don't think I've ever seen a bottle of it.
And it's a 10-year whiskey, which hopefully would kind of stay with like Eagle Rare style and, be $30-40.
Right.
All right, pal, here you go.
And then Pikesville Rye, which I've seen it in the stores, like up in Michigan and stuff, but I've never really picked it up. Have you heard anything about that?
I've seen people say that it's really good. I've never had it myself.
Well, I might be going to Michigan in the next few weeks, so if I see it for a decent price, I might pick it up. And then we have the flagship Elijah Craig Small Batch, and their barrel proof, which we are talking about today, and their rye, which is now readily available in the Midwest, which is awesome.
It is pretty damn good. I don't know if it compares to the Ragged Branch Rye, but
No,
it's
dude,
good. I mean, it's
that
not great, but it's good.
that Ragged Branch rye is probably one of the best ryes I've ever had. But I was feeling pretty good too when we had it. But we'll definitely do an episode on Ragged Branch because that's one of our favorite small distilleries.
Yeah, and he'll probably listen to it again. We love that dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, the
Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel. Yeah, that's one we'll never see.
Oh God.
Have you ever looked at why the state of Ohio is kind of limited in their bourbon whiskey selection?
I don't know the specifics. All I know is that like everybody snatches everything up because everything's at retail.
Yeah. So here's the deal, Nick. In order for Ohio to bring in multiple things of a different brand or of the same brand, it has to be different. And they have to be able to discern it to the state. The only thing that's different about Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel is that they toast the barrel.
Right.
They can't they can't come to the state of Ohio and say like, oh yeah, like, this is totally different because nothing changes except for the barrel. It's the same product. It's everything like that. So in order to do that, like how we get Elijah Craig 18, that's a big difference in like, the standard one I think is like 8 to 10 years or something like that. And then barrel proof is 12, and then the next one up would be 18.
And
so you're looking at year differences.
Right. But when it gets that high in age, I mean, it's kind of an overkill, I think.
For sure.
I think 15 is about
Evan
the
Williams.
Spot.
Yeah. Yeah, it is like, well, no, we've talked about that before. Like a lot of people prefer like 8 to 12 is like the standard in this. But next up on the list, we have Evan Williams bourbon, which holds a near and dear spot in our heart as probably a good go-to like cheap whiskey.
Good budget.
Yeah, even just the black label is good budget. It has all the flavors like the oak and stuff like that you're looking for in a bourbon that's cheap. Evan Williams 1783 small batch is not my favorite. It's a lot of peanuts in there, but decent for what it is. Ooh, you got the good ones.
Evan Williams single barrel, man. I need to get me another bottle of that. That stuff's good, and that is under $30. That 2011 vintage was amazing.
That was the best one I've had. But to be fair, I haven't had one since we had the 2011. I'd had them all from 2000. Like I had the 2008 all the way through 2011, and then that was the last one I've had. So it's been a little bit.
I think the one out might be the 13 or the 12. I don't know.
I think it is the 13. So I think this year we're going to switch over to the 14.
All right. We got to pick up a bottle of like each year or something, man, and compare them.
Dude, I just took a sip of this, and it's hot. 132, 132.8. Ooh, delicious.
I know, dude. I'm gonna take a sip of mine now.
Brown sugar and leather. Yeah, that's what it is. It's brown sugar and leather with a hint of like maple and oak. It's like super oaky if you really get into it.
Yeah, dude. Mine is too. I get a lot of oak, pepper, and maple on mine. And a touch of cinnamon. That hug hits you hard.
Mm-hmm. It does. It goes down. It's like, Jesus, I need some water to cool this thing down.
It's like fucking lava coming down a mountain, dude. Oh.
It's good, but it sucks to go down. Like, oh Jesus! Like, I love a good burn, but this thing is just so aggressive. I mean, it's super high. So
Yeah. I mean, you'll feel it for like a good couple minutes after you drink it. I mean, I still feel it. My ears are hot. My
oh
chest
yeah,
is hot.
it's still going. Yep. What's next on our list here, Nick?
We got Evan Williams Bottled and Bond, probably one of the best
Whip.
bourbons for the money at like 15
Oh
bucks for
yeah.
100 proof. I mean, it's good. It's very good. And the mellow
I think
corn,
that this
which
is also very fucking good.
the mellow corn,
Yeah, we tried that. Remember, we couldn't figure out what it
yeah,
was.
we did it on Instagram Live or something. Someone sent it. Was it Whiskey Fishing that sent it in to us or
Yeah, it
something?
was. Yep,
Shout
it
out to
was
you,
whiskey
buddy.
fishing.
Yeah,
Great
we could
guy,
not
man. I mean,
figure
I
out what
love
it
when
was,
people do that
man.
stuff for us. I remember
I
like
know.
this has to be a bourbon. And he was like, it's not a bourbon. And we were like, is this a scotch? And he's like, no,
Whoa.
it's not a scotch.
Okay. Right. Yeah, because it's straight corn whiskey.
hmm It is
I need to
damn good
get.
though. They have their own like
I haven't.
Instagram page.
I bet they do. All their bourbons probably do. I mean, like the big labels. I haven't seen that around here.
No, I don't think it comes across the border. I'm pretty sure we
Really?
have to go to Kentucky to get that.
I don't think
Yep.
I've seen it in Kentucky either, unless I wasn't paying attention.
Nick,
Now,
you are drinking the A120 at
yes.
136.6, right?
Yep.
So your nose is supposed to be toasted oak dulce de leche and vanilla and ethanol. What the fuck? Yeah, everything's gonna smell like ethanol. Like, come on.
It's alcohol.
A palette of brown sugar, toasted marshmallow, rye spice, and ethanol. Do you get those?
I definitely got the toasted marshmallow.
I could see
like
toasted
really toasted
marshmallow.
marshmallow. Like on fire marshmallow. I kind of do get
Yeah.
the rice spice a little bit. Brown sugar is like the first thing I taste.
Mm-hmm. Sweet vanilla, oak, and long lingering heat for the finish.
Yes, that is very accurate.
I mean, very good stuff. Very good stuff.
It is. A little bit of water though
Far from the worst.
might help you.
Should please Elijah Craig and high proof bourbon fans alike. So yeah, I would think that. I mean, I remember I drank a bottle of it and it was really good. Oh, Nick.
What's up?
3 barrels above average. That's what they put this as.
That's it?
Are you ready for this? Yeah, you ready?
Okay. Oh, is yours at 4?
Yeah. So we got
Wonder why.
cherry, orange marmalade, allspice, fresh dough, and thick oak.
Do you get that?
I can definitely smell the oak. I mean,
I don't
I
remember
do
getting
get cherry
on
and
a
I do get
review.
thick oak of the A or the C920, and we did get cherry on it for
We did.
the
I just don't have a good
for the
memory.
yeah. Palette of black cherry, rich oak, dark brown sugar, white pepper, and cocoa powder. I do not get cocoa powder or let's see,
Yeah, that's a weird
or the
note.
white pepper, but I think everything else is pretty accurate in there in the cocoa. Yeah, I mean that's just oak. It's very oaky. It's got a nice cherry kind of flavor and dark brown sugar. Yes, absolutely. Brown sugar is definitely in there. That's just a gimme. Finished leather, which I did say. Dark chocolate,
Yeah.
toasted walnut. Ooh, I don't know about that. Sugary oak, which I will agree, and long.
It's long. If you guys want to see
Then
this
we
review,
come down
it's on
here.
our YouTube channel too. We reviewed the C920.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, I can count.
4 barrels, pal. That's some good stuff.
It is. That's just
It
according
really
to
is
them,
though. It's
so.
like it's even so, other companies that are putting out barrel proof products are charging way more than Elijah Craig does. $65 to spend on this. This is definitely like a budget friendly.
Yeah, you should not go over 65 to 70 bucks for like a barrel proof, man. That's where you want to be. or cheaper, like Wild Turkey, and just stay at like a $45.
Ooh, look at that, Nick. Doesn't that look good? That caramel. Oh yeah.
And
So I
butterscotch
just want to
candy looks
spank
good.
it. Yeah, I have some of that. I do. It's sitting
Mm,
out in the kitchen. So this year's
yeah.
releases have been 118, and 123, which are very low. I would love to try the B521.
That's why I haven't
118.2.
really
That's
picked them up.
nothing.
I know, that's
You've
pathetic.
seen it.
I haven't seen it in stores.
Nick,
I don't think.
I would think that that's probably super flavorful
Think
at
so.
118. Yeah, I'm going to say that that's probably got to be like amazing. I wish I could see, well, I can find the review for it on
Yeah,
this
someone's
thing
got it.
here. Let's see.
It's a popular bourbon.
Yes, of fucking course I'm 21. I've been on this bitch for a while now. Jesus, dude.
They've got a lot of shit.
Okay, Elijah Craig Barrel Proof
Wish we had a
B521.
website
This is the
like
one we
this.
want, right?
Yup.
Oh, it'd be dope. 118.2. Barrel char, graham cracker, burnt caramel, light for the proof on nose. Aged oak, leather, brown sugar, medium intensity, straightforward on the palate. Spice intensifies and lasts, turns dry towards the end. Caramel sweetness develops long. There we go. So that sounds really good to me.
How
Sounds
many
like I
barrels did he
love
give
graham
it?
cracker flavoring. That stuff is delicious. 3. Ooh,
3. Yeah.
that sucks. I guarantee that it's the proof, Nick. It's got to be the proof.
It's got to
A
be because
lighter,
they're
more
used to
straightforward
these
barrel proof pour.
like these 125 or up, and then
These
they go
heavy
down
hitters.
to like what 115 or something. What was it?
Yeah,
What was the
115
proof on
point
that? 115.
or
Yeah, that's low.
118.2.
Oh,
Oh my
118.
god,
Okay,
dude!
that's still pretty high.
Right now, straight butterscotch just rolling down the back of my throat. Oh my god, is it hot though? It's not spits, but it's like heartburn that it gives you as it's going down. It's like, god dang it, it's fucking hot.
I just put a couple drops of water in mine, and it's still fucking hot.
I do have
I get
something
more.
interesting that I'm going to be drinking for the second half.
What's that?
We'll get into it when we get there, pal.
All right.
I'm not
I
just going to
think we
give away all my
started at
secrets. People stop watching.
We'll be at the halfway point at
8 o'clock.
8:45, I think.
Yeah.
We recorded
Well,
at
I'm not
8:15.
going to lie. I'm kind of getting old with the Elijah Craig.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Should
I'm going to
brought
have
more
to make this a
bottles.
45-minute, dude, because Cassandra is probably going to kill me.
Yeah, Sarah's kind of I have to help her clean because we're going through the closet up there and it's a fucking shit show.
I mean,
Boxes
the
everywhere.
good thing about our it being a free podcast is we don't have to worry about time because we're not paying for it.
No, exactly.
They have a blog and a podcast at Heaven Hill. Did not know that.
Really? Yeah.
The Heaven Hill Tales from the Hill podcast. That is awesome.
Huh. That is
I'd
cool.
be interested to listen to that and see what they're going to talk about.
Huh.
Okay, what am I doing here, Nick? Oh, I'll pull it up for you.
What?
Oh yeah. Here it is, my friend. The deliciousness that has been filling my home as of late.
A Coors orange cream seltzer.
Coors. Yeah, that stuff is fire.
Is that stuff you had me try at Ellie's party?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
And you liked it.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't too
Oh, it was
sweet.
delicious. I like it because it's like very refreshing. I'm not a seltzer guy at all. At all. I'm pretty sure you know that.
Yeah.
But I am a fan of orange cream popsicles. Those things are delicious. They're not
Who
nutritious,
isn't?
but they are good. Right? Like if I'm like, Nick, do you want to push pop? You're gonna be like, oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all you really need to know. Like, hey,
Well,
dude,
the
what if I told you that I could give you a delicious push pop drink?
the one that's in that core seltzer is what you need, though. The ones on the stick are so much better. That have the actual cream in it.
Yeah.
Those are
Oh
so
yeah,
good.
they are amazing because like the cream like is more than the orange, so it
Right.
overtakes.
It's
Give me
very
a second
good.
here, Nick. We're about to do something.
Okay.
Shit.
Is that what you're drinking right
Can you
now?
get
Yeah.
it? I just cracked it.
That's
Yeah, I'm
awesome.
going for it, dude.
All right.
Got to. I I only did like a small pour of the 920 just because I mean this stuff's so hard for us to get that it's like kind of have
We
to
can't get it.
yeah.
It's
So
gonna
it's
pay an
like
arm and a leg.
kind of take some small pours. Yeah, I mean like I said, I talked to Cassandra's parents about trying to get some out here because it sits on the store shelves out there and it gets a little
Oh,
dusty. Because I
California.
think I got this at Christmas time. Yeah, I got this at Christmas. So it sat out there from like September until December, and I've
Damn.
gone through half of the bottle so far. So I mean, I'm not exactly like destroying it or anything, but it's lasting a little bit. It's lasting longer
Yeah.
than other bourbons. Like I said, if it got into Ragged Branch, oh boy, those Ragged Branch bottles, like it is so hard to drink them right now.
Yeah. I've been sipping on my A120. Well, I got like 3 more bottles of Easy BP, but still trying to, make it last. And I only really drink it like in the winter. I don't really drink it much in the
Well, I mean,
summer.
that's like the only time that it's good. What's crazy,
Right.
dude, is like, we talked about on what was it, Friday or something like that. I sent you and said, let's do ECBP on Monday. And I did not
Yeah.
see what the temperature was supposed to be out today. Seeing that it was like 68 degrees was like the max today. I was like,
Dude,
Jesus,
it
thank
felt
God we're doing
amazing
freaking something
today.
that's like a little high on a cool day. Yeah. It's supposed to be like
The,
70
the sun,
tomorrow or something like that, 77.
yeah, I was outside all day, and it felt like I was on a fucking beach, dude. It was amazing. The sun was a little hot, but the wind was amazing. The breeze.
Yeah, I bet. We were outside cleaning the garage for a little bit and it was very nice. I'm not going to lie. Like, it wasn't so hot in the garage that it was like, Jesus, we're going to die. It
I
felt
guess
very
reviewing in
nice
the
in there.
summer. Jeez.
Yeah, Jesus, dude. Today would have been a great day to review.
I know.
Just
It
sit
would have
out there and
been.
be like, thank you. Thank you, Lord. Like, please, thank you. No,
I know it's a little
I
early in the
love it,
week,
man.
but
It feels good.
what are you doing anything this weekend? Or this week, whatever?
Uh, just studying for my shit. I finished up my classes. Now it's study time and get my
Gotcha.
license on that. So
God, I had this cut my
what are you
lip,
what are you
and
trying
that
to
shit
do?
fucking burns. Nothing. I'm just wondering.
Oh, that
Going
sucks.
going golfing with
Oh,
my dad and brother tomorrow at the Oasis.
nice. Oh, dang, your
Yeah,
dad is like on a golfing kick right now.
dude, you have no idea. He golfs probably like 2 to 3 times a week. He has golf league
I
every
love it, man.
Tuesday, and then he goes golfing on the weekends, and then sometimes he invites me and Alex along. But yeah, I'm just working the entire weekend, I think. So nothing really going on here either.
That sucks.
Only got 4 more tournaments left,
Oh.
so I'm excited.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we're getting there towards the end of your
Getting
thing. Hopefully, like we'll be able to make time out for further reviews instead of like, Trent wants to do those Zoom reviews. Well, if we're gonna do something like that, it's gonna have to be on here. I'm not gonna do like Zoom is such a
I could
weird platform.
never figure out how to use Zoom. That shit that is a shit app.
I mean,
Not
I
like
feel
a
like we could
split
do it on
screen
this.
side by side. We might be able
Yeah,
to, but I feel like it's just so much better when we get together.
for sure. For
I
sure.
mean,
And
you
I
don't
mean, they're going
see
to be
any.
out in Monroe soon, hopefully.
Oh, wait, is that where they're looking for a
So
house?
I thought that's what they said. It was like Monroe, like Lebanon area.
I thought they were looking for somewhere farther
So
away. I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no
I
idea.
mean, whatever. We can get them like, I mean, I want Trent to be here, but it sucks because I don't want to go anywhere else because I feel like this is like a good location, you
I
know,
mean,
because
we've kind of
both of us
established
live
that,
close to each
like,
other.
right. I mean, that,
That we're
and
in the
we've
whiskey
kind of
warehouse when we're doing
established,
reviews.
right. Exactly. That's the fucking point that he doesn't get. That he just wants to do it where it's convenient to him. But whatever.
No, I mean, I understand because, like, you know, he was part of it for a little bit there, and you guys were doing your reviews, and he probably wants to come drink some of this amazing whiskey that we're getting, or that we are drinking,
Right.
so that he can be like, "Damn, that was fucking good," and kind of expand. Um, so I mean, that kind of sucks in that regard, but you know, at the same time, like we've got a set now, like we've kind of established it in the videos. Even when we did the traveling video, like it was not as good as when we were doing it in the garage.
No,
Which, by
exactly.
the way, Nick, looks a million times better than the last time you saw it, my friend.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah, it's all picked up. I got a PA system. I think I told you from Kyle, and
I don't
he
think you
is
did tell me
going
that.
to, or I have to. Oh yeah, I got one. So it's sitting out in the garage. I can hook up my guitar and stuff like that, and my amp to it. So pretty
Oh,
soon I'll
cool.
probably be doing some like live concerts or something like that from my garage. I mean, we're just, you know, Cassandra and I have been talking about it. We're trying to get it to a point where we want to hang out in there, or we want to be able to like put the cars in. So
Right. Yeah, that's always nice.
yeah, and then I'm always looking for like the bar, you know. So if we, I mean, it sucks because I missed that one for $50, which would have been awesome in the garage, like super dope for us to kind of change up our set and be able to like be standing up and having all the bottles that are behind us like in view and kind of having like a real set.
Yeah, but you can still see like a good amount of bottles behind us, even when we're sitting down.
Yeah, it just doesn't. I feel like it would look better if we were standing up. Like if we were standing up, like I feel like a lot more body language comes across. Like you feel a little bit more free. Versus like we're sitting down, yeah, we do look relaxed and stuff like that, but I feel like we're not able to do as much. What
I
would
mean,
be the ideal is like me getting an air conditioner out there and then because I got a wood burning stove now. So this winter when everything's going on, dude, our freaking reviews are gonna be dope because it's gonna be warm as hell in the garage.
does it make a lot of noise?
No, it's a wood burning stove, dude. It doesn't make any noise.
Oh, okay,
You
cool. Yeah,
just put
the
logs in it and
AC,
it warms everything up. Yeah.
the AC, that's the problem with those because it makes so much noise, and since those fucking lapels, but the dust are stuck with that shotgun mic that picks up everything.
Yeah. Well,
It's
I'm looking
weird
into
though,
other options
because
for like a different. Go ahead.
you go ahead.
I was just saying I'm looking into other options for an air conditioner, not like a window unit. It would be more like because you can get these units that you drill into the outside of your wall and they're silent and they pump in
Really,
cold air
that'd be
from. So
badass.
yeah, it's a whole thing. Yeah, that's what I'm
Huh?
looking at like right now. But I have to find one that would be able to do like 2,000 square feet because the garage isn't insulated on the door. So it would have to be like enough of an air conditioning to keep up with the garage.
Right.
So like once we do that, like I will move every bottle that I have out to the garage and they will stay out there. And then our set will look super dope because we're going to have a bunch of awesome looking bourbon sitting on the shelf behind us. And we'll actually be able to just turn around and pull them off like you see in a lot of videos where they're like, oh yeah, like let's drink this one.
I
And then
like
they
the
turn
whiskey
around and they
vault.
grab the bottle and they're like, oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that
Or
is pretty
yeah,
cool.
even them are like bourbon junkies. They do that all the time. They're like, oh man, like it's right over here. They go get it. So
Right.
if we can get a set built like that where we're just like running around doing stupid shit, like, oh, where's that bourbon at? And we just go pull it off from the shelf and have it, like super dope. And I feel like our fans would probably like it more too because it shows that we're keeping that stuff on hand and it's around. Like I feel like that would be a
Right.
really cool look for us. Real
Definitely
quick
would.
for everybody out there because we're not going to be on here much longer. Nick, tell the people about what we've got. Brand new stuff that just hit the market.
So we just opened our brand new merch store via Spread Shop, and we got 4 new designs, all very, very, very stylish, along with several different products, shirts, sweatshirts, mugs, hats, anything you can think of. It's at Spread Shop, and it'll be on every link of our video. I'll put it in the link on YouTube for this. It'll be below, so just look below and just click the link. And reasonably priced. And for the next 2 weeks, you will get 15% off.
Ooh, that's a good deal.
It is. I'm going to order me a couple of shirts, I think, here soon.
If you have something that you want to say to us, go ahead and send us an email at whiskeywarehouseus@gmail.com. That's where you can reach us best. That
There
way,
you go, bro.
you know,
Yeah.
if you want to do a sponsorship or if you want to ask us questions or if you just want to say, hey, how's it going? And we'll respond back to you. I think both of us are logged into that email. We should be able to get back to you very
Yep.
quickly.
Yep.
You
Or
can
if
always
you're
find us on
not.
Instagram as well. Go ahead.
No, you took the words right out of my mouth, dude.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, if you don't have
Instagram at
email,
Whiskey Warehouse. Give them the
yep.
rest of our
And
socials,
we
Nick.
not as much. I mean, most active on Instagram and YouTube/Whiskey Warehouse or YouTube.com/Whiskey Warehouse. And we're on Twitter too. Not as active, but I mean, we're
I mean,
at Whiskey Warehouse.
I haven't been
And
active
you
on
can
freaking
also reach
Twitter
us on
at all.
our, I know, I might like have Trent be in charge of that or something. I don't know. And
Hell yeah.
we're on, come join our Discord. Just look up the Whiskey Warehouse. It's a Discord about whiskey and just random ass shit. I've been posting memes. I mean, we don't have to talk about whiskey, but that's kind of the main focus. So just come hang out with us. Or, I mean, you can join us for a podcast maybe if you're interested, you know?
That would be super dope. That's the best way to do it. If you guys really want to have a
Yep.
conversation about whiskey and you're knowledgeable, come on in. Water is fine. We're not going to tell you
Yep.
no. But if you're starting to act the fool, you know, then we might have to tell you like, nah, get out of here. We'll finish the episode without you, pal.
We
Just
welcome
kidding. We'll keep you
everybody.
on because it'll
Anyone's
be entertaining.
welcome. Yes, it will be. I mean, you have to be. I mean, it has to be pretty bad if we don't put it up. I mean, our podcasts are pretty bad anyway.
Yeah, they are. They're terrible. People listen to these things. Stupid. All right, buddy. Let's get out of here because I gotta go.
All right,
I
bud.
appreciate
Yeah.
your time. Next
Right.
time we
For
need
you,
to just not have no technical difficulties next time, right into the episode.
I will.
Don't care how
Yeah, I'll
bad
do
it is.
some. I'll do some research to fix this shit, though. I want it sounding like decent. You know, there's nothing worse to listen to
I mean, I
something
don't
that's
hear
like
it right now.
in the background. You know.
I don't hear it right now, so that's the good thing. It's very
Okay.
silent, actually. I'm kind of
Maybe
very proud of this right now, Nick.
maybe you went away. I guess I'll see when I kind of edit it. Oh, you know what I did?
Yeah.
You know how our last podcast sounded weird?
Yeah.
You brought it up to me. I combined our first podcast with our second podcast somehow and didn't realize it. I was like, what the fuck?
Jesus. I was wondering what the hell was going on. I was like, what the fuck is this? I thought maybe I had a glitch, but then I checked Spotify and it was the same thing. So
Yeah, I took a
I was like, okay, I got to
screenshot.
tell Nick because I don't have the activity to do this.
Yeah, I took the screenshot of the thumbnail and I added a bottle of Jack to it, and then instead of dragging the screenshot thing over, I dragged over the first podcast. So that's what
Oh,
happened.
jeez.
I'll make
Oh,
sure
well,
not to
man.
do that again.
Yeah. All right. Until next time, guys. We'll talk to you later, Nick. I will text you tonight probably, and we'll keep this thing rolling.
All right, if you're up for knocking another, oh, I guess he popped off already. All right, we'll see you guys.
No, I didn't. I'm here.
Oh, you do? Oh, I heard like a. I thought you hopped off. I'll just text you about
No.
it.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, we'll see you, buddy.
Later, homies.
See you.
Bye.
All right, Craig, you can fuck off now. Craig, leave. Might be mean to Craig, but Craig's a goddamn saint. All right, guys, I'll see you next podcast. Thanks for watching.